Hi there, 2025 is here, and I know you've written your goals for the new year. In as much as you've written your goals for the new year, I want you to be intentional and committed to it. In this new year, quit the blame game and take responsibility for your actions. Do well to listen to this inspired podcast by the senior pastor of Grace Fortress Church, and you will definitely be blessed. Please also like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.
All right, it's me again. I'm in your face. So today on Get Inspired, I wrote down here, I said, one of the greatest things that can happen to anyone is to understand how God intervenes in situations. God always wants to involve us in our emancipation. He insists on our cooperation with divine principles for things to change in our lives. God will not do everything for you. There are things He expects us to do as our contribution to our success in life. Do what you need to do and leave God to do what only Him can do. So, what am I saying in essence? There's what God will do for you, and there's something you've got to do for yourself. Every time you hear the word supernatural, it's a combination of two words, the super and the natural. The super, of course, has to do with God. The natural has to do with your cooperation with God. And so, how do you cooperate with God? You cooperate with God by engaging divine principles. There are principles God has laid down for your success in life. One of them is hard work. One of them is diligence. One of them is giving. One of them is praying. Okay. When you engage in these principles, you are cooperating with God to bring to birth the plan of God for your life. God's part is settled. He said, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, thoughts of good and not of evil, to give you an expected end." In God's plan, His own side of the bargain is fulfilled. As a matter of fact, when He sent Jesus to the earth to die for you and I, He fulfilled His own part of the bargain. What is left is for you to fulfill your own part of the bargain by engaging those principles. For example, salvation. Christ died, but you've got to believe to access salvation. You cannot be saved only because Christ died. You are saved because you access that salvation through faith. And this is the same principle in every other area of your life. Take, for example, prosperity. Many are under the illusion that the only thing that makes them prosper is just to work. Working is a principle. Hard work is a principle. But there are divine principles that govern prosperity, which has to do with giving. The Bible says that the liberal soul shall be made fat. He that waters shall be watered himself. The law of giving is the same with the natural law of sowing and reaping as in agriculture. When a seed is planted, it will grow. For a farmer to get a harvest, he must cooperate with the law of nature to put a seed in the ground. And unless that seed gets into the ground, it cannot give a harvest. God has done His part. He has given you life. He has given you gifts. You must cooperate by engaging these divine principles to birth the purposes and the plans of God in your life. As you progress in this year, I'd like to remind you, God has blessed you. How you engage that blessing will determine what becomes of your life as the year rolls by. Thank you once again. I believe you were helped. See you next week.